Good evening and welcome once again to the Broadcast Pioneers Awards Dinner, a very special night here in Philadelphia as we honor some of our colleagues, people we've known for years and years, who are very special people here in the broadcast industry.
Well, it's always a delight to be here. I'm so happy to be here and with Jay Lloyd. And you're right, these are folks that some we know well, some not as much, but people that we have worked with over the years. And it's just a really, really special night, I know, for them. And we've all been inducted over the years, and we know how exciting it was for us. And I'm just happy to be here tonight.
Absolutely. And Jay Lloyd is joining us tonight.
You know, one of the exciting things about this Hall of Fame night is that we find people honored from all walks of this broadcast industry, people who are broadcasters, who everybody knows on screen and on the air, and people who are behind the scenes, the salespeople, the engineers. It's all here. It's just an exciting evening for everybody.
Special for them, special for us. We hope special for you. And we're going to go inside and start to meet some of those people. Well, this time we're here with Al Primo. Al is the guy who created Eyewitness News right here in Philadelphia, and then it spread around the country. So, Al, thank you for that. That's been part of our lives for, it feels like, forever.
50 years.
Is that it, 50 years?
1965 when I came to KYW as the news director. And I'm just honored to be here tonight.
And we're honored to have you. You've played such an important part in our lives. I wonder if you would reflect over what's happened over that 50 years, how TV has changed, and it's changed significantly, hasn't it?
Well, TV is a moving art form, and it's never been able to put it down as a formula. It is something that has to be adjusted to every day, and which is what newsmen like you and I are paid to do.
I remember starting in black and white film. By the time I retired, we were doing almost everything live. There was no time to think. You just went on the air. And now it's all on the internet and that. And so the changes are monumental, aren't they?
They are. Just coming in today on the expressway, I looked at all the towers, and I said to my wife, you know, these things are becoming obsolete. You know, it's all on the internet. They're not going to have to transmit over the air anymore. But it's a wonderful honor to be in this business. It's really a blessing, and I'm grateful and humbled that I've had the chance to work in television all these years.
Well, we're blessed that you're here. Congratulations. Thank you for talking with us.
Thank you, Mike.
Do you have any favorite stories that you could share with us?
Yeah, I also worked with 3 presidents, and the one I liked best of all was Jack Kennedy. Now, when he was running for president, when he was a senator, he came to do the show, and he sat down on my dolly, and he said, my feet are killing me, I'm taking my shoes off. And then when he heard that I was Navy, operating in the same area as him during the war, we became buddies. We sat there shooting the breeze, and they finally broke us up and said, listen, we got to do a show. So when he left, he came over and shook my hand and called me, you know, buddy, shipmate.
Well, that's really something. Yeah. That really is a special story to remember.
Yeah.
Well, this time we're here with Marianne Lockett Egan, and you're going to give us some background, because while I have been around in Philadelphia for a long time, you were doing this when I was a little bit younger, weren't you?
I had a 50-year career that didn't start until I was 30 years old.
Oh my goodness! Okay, and the list of things that you're.
Well, I've done a lot of things, but the first thing I did in the Philadelphia market was I was working for the Triangle Division in their research and business area, analyzing what all the 14 stations did.
And from that, you moved on air.
I did some on-air work. I then also was an ad agency, and then on the client side, evaluating everything in the latter part of my career.
50 years a long time in this business.
It was, and the last 30 was with my own business where I did consulting work in a major way, where I actually managed on a contract advertising for other companies.
Well, it's very nice to talk with you. Congratulations on tonight's Hall of Fame award. Glad to see you.
Thank you so much.
Steve, how many years are you in the business?
Too many that I care to mention. A lot of years.
Share with us a favorite story.
From the business? A favorite story from the business. Wow, you really caught me off guard there.
Then I'll let you off the hook. Why do you like to be here tonight?
Because it pays homage to all the people that are greats in this business, that are being inducted in the Hall of Fame, and those posthumously who are going in after they passed. It's a great night, and we just love it.
Steve, thanks so much. Thanks for being with us.
Take care.
And when you talk about footsteps, I don't know that they're any bigger in Philadelphia than Trudy Hayes. And it was wonderful working with Trudy for
All
years.
these wonderful people that we are honoring here tonight. You know, I mean, when you get in it, you just follow the suit. You
Trudy-
follow the best.
Trudy, you are an icon in Philadelphia broadcasting. But when I know, and that's what I wanted to ask you, did you, in your wildest imagination, have any idea what broadcasting would be like today from the day you first started at Channel 3?
No, I didn't have any idea what it was then, then, to tell you the truth, because this wasn't something I looked forward to in school. I was a social worker. But at least I had been around enough to learn that listen to people, and then you can do an interview if you just listen.
Trudy, you know, the one thing I always admired about what you did was the fact that you were a storyteller. And that
They don't
seemed
have them today. They're kind of rare. News is more entertaining, I guess, in a celebrity kind of thing. But in those days, people were more humane and related and had things to talk about, and you gave them time to talk about them. Like you remember.
I remember. I also remember that, you know, we did a lot there together. And Trudy, it was just wonderful seeing you here tonight.
Well, it's wonderful to be here among such giants in this business, and to be able to recall the things that were contributed by these giants. And I think this is wonderful that the pioneers exist. And without them, we wouldn't have that history, those memories. And so I'm very proud to be a part of the broadcast pioneers. And I'm so glad that you're doing it, because, hey, I got the boys doing it.
Thank you. Trudy Hayes, retired from Channel 3.
Now, this is really special for me because I have known this man since our days at Temple University, a fellow owl, and tonight, not only, well, you were inducted into the Broadcast Pioneers with me a few years back, and tonight he is the Man of the Year. Congratulations.
Two South Philly kids.
South Philly kids.
How about that?
Well, we grew up, about 10 blocks from each other?
That's right. We used to compete in communications plans. You were great. We did our best, and you had a great career at Channel 6, and I'm happy you're here.
Oh, well, my pleasure.
Wow.
Well, you have been in the business now how many years?
Well, since 1966, George Michael put me on WFIL as a teenage reporter. You know, that's a long time ago. And Pat Delsby started me on WCAM in 1971. And the dance parties on 98.1 WOGL for almost 39 years.
Unbelievable. What a career. What a career. I also have to say, not only did we go to Temple together and came from South Philadelphia, but I went to St. Maria Goretti High School.
Bishop Neumann.
Went to Bishop Neumann, and he is still very, very faithful to Neumann Goretti.
And Temple, too.
And Temple, too.
And we're both in the Hall of Fame together.
Together.
Two South Philly guys. All right. Love you. Kathy Gandolfo.
Thank you.
Well, here we are, this time with Tom Lemain. And this is a guy I go back, well, too many years with.
There's never too many years. As long as you keep having them, how can there be too many?
You're right. We had a great time, didn't we, back
Yes,
then?
we did. We flipped a coin to see who was going to do the weather.
Yes.
Really, that's how important weather was back then. Mike did the news and I did the sports.
Yeah. This was anchoring on weekends at Channel 6, at Action News, and we didn't have a weatherman.
Or a weather girl.
Or a weather girl.
There aren't any more weathermen.
No, that's
They're
true.
all weather girls.
Well, there's Hurricane, and there are a few.
For a little while.
Yeah, Bill Henley. Anyway, we worked together, and that was the way things were back then. How about the way it's changed now?
Yeah, good thing we're not there anymore, huh?
Guess we wouldn't make it.
Oh boy, we're not pretty enough. Yeah. We're certainly not pretty enough for that.
But we make the dinners.
But that's what we do, and that's a true story.
Yeah.
Mike and I, that's how insignificant, believe it or not, weather was back then. And we did. We actually, you want to do it tonight, Mike? Okay, I'll do it tomorrow. You do it tonight.
Exactly.
And that's how we handled the weather back then.
And we got the weather by calling National Weather Service.
No, we got the weather right.
Oh, I'm not going to go there.
We got the weather right.
Yeah. Thanks for joining.
If we didn't like what the National Weather Service was saying, we set our own forecast, and nobody knew the difference.
Yeah. Cloudy tomorrow.
But we got away with it, didn't we, Mike?
Yeah. Thanks for joining us.
Anytime, Mike. Stop in again when you get a chance.
Right if you get work.
Hi, and now I am here with one of my absolute favorite people from Channel 6, who I had the opportunity to work with for many years. You may know her as Karen Rogers, meteorologist and traffic, but I have to tell you, this woman can do it all. I mean, she was an excellent general assignment reporter and host of many shows. Karen, you've done it
in the middle of the night.
You've done it all, and you've done it all well, beautifully.
Thank you,
and
Kathy.
tonight's honoring you, so congratulations.
I can't believe it. I feel so honored and lucky. It seems funny to be honored for something you love to do. And just seeing you is exciting as well. Seeing all these faces, it is kind of one big family here, isn't it?
And I'll tell you, Karen, it was always a pleasure to work with you. And I was so delighted that you were inducted. And you know what? You look too young to be inducted into the Broadcast Fire.
Well, thank you. Right back at you. But it's an honor. I'm super excited about it. I've always heard of these events when people get honored for such an achievement, and I can't believe I'm one of them. So I feel really lucky.
Well, very, very well deserved.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Kathy. Miss you.
With my bud, Karen.
Well, now we're here with an old colleague, Tracy Davidson. We worked together for a number of years over at Channel 10. Congratulations on this night. Pretty exciting.
Thank you so much. It's very exciting to be listed along with all of these names.
Yeah.
It's really humbling.
And now you're working with Vi, doing mornings. I admit I don't get up quite that early, but
yeah, we're up early. We're in at 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah, give people an idea what your schedule is like. I don't think people realize that.
So I'm up at about 1:15, looking at all of the overnight things that have happened, and then I get into work at about 2:30, and then we just start rolling, and we go on TV at 4 in the morning.
And you go to sleep in the afternoon.
Yeah, around 6 o'clock.
Not much of a nightlife.
No, it's fine. It's just fine.
Congratulations. It's great to see you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Well deserving of this award.
That means a lot coming from you. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll be back with more.
Well, I am honored to be here with Jim Murray. Jim Murray has worn so many hats over the years. I couldn't remember all of them, but certainly we remember General Manager of the Philadelphia Eagles, founder of the Ronald McDonald's House, which I think is probably your crowning achievement, or at least the one you're most proud of.
Except for my biology teacher at Villanova, I never could even cut the frog open, but it's a great Philly story. The Ronald McDonald House opened on the 15th of October, 1974 at 4032 Spruce Street. And just like the broadcast pioneers, there are now 354 houses in 70 countries. So all great things happen in Heritage, Philadelphia.
That's wonderful. And you always show up for these events, and why do you come?
Well, Steve Ross, who's been on every radio station, said, "Mark, can you do something for 3 weeks?" I said, "What is it?" "A show about nothing." I said, "Well, I'm George Costanza. I can do that." And for 9.5 years, we were on WPHT, and that ended a few months ago, but we might show up with Remember When with our beautiful, loyal listeners who just have been the nicest part of our life. So I didn't do it for 3 weeks. I did it for a novena of years, 9.5.
Jim, always great to see you.
Well, I miss you, and I love seeing you, and I'll see you in the back pew at OLA, and we know what that means, Our Lady.
We know what that means. Thank you.
Well, this is really a special moment. We're with Edhurst. I don't even know what to say. He's part of Philadelphia Broadcasting.
Good night.
See you around. How you doing?
How are you, Michael?
Yeah.
Nice to see you.
Yeah. Your career spans, what, a half a century?
How about 73 years?
Okay, pretty close. 3/4 of a century.
Right.
And just spectacular, an important part of Philadelphia and all of our lives.
Well, I like to think that, and I've had a marvelous time with the whole deal.
It's been a good time for you.
Yes, it's been great.
Okay, well, it's great to see you. Thanks for stopping by.
Always nice to see you, Michael.
Take care.
Right on.
Soul Survivors. I mean, I could remember dancing to that music when I was a student at St. Maria Goretti High School in South Philadelphia.
Oh yeah, and Bishop Neumann, we did the ring dance, and I still have the program.
And you are still active.
Still active.
Still out there singing.
More than ever. Recording, act, and doing a great job.
Why do you like to come to a night like this?
Well, Bob Pantano is a dear friend of mine, and I'm a member of the Broadcast Pioneers, so I love it.
It's a fun night.
It's a great night, especially to meet old friends and new friends. So,
Thank you. Thanks so much for being with us.
thank you, Kat.
Take care.
Well, it's starting to look like old home week, it's a class reunion. We're now with Lauren Lipton. Lauren works at KYW, but when we first met, we were both at WFIL, which is now WPVI.
Right. I was there, you were there, then we went together to TV, and now we're here.
And you deserve to be here. You are deserved to be honored.
That's so nice. That's so nice of you. I look fondly at everybody I used to work with, including you. It's so good to see you.
Yeah, and it's nice to see you, and you deserve the award, and this is just a special night for everybody.
I'm so honored. I really am. I can't believe I'm here and being given this award.
It's deserved. Thanks for talking with us. I'll see you inside, Lauren.
Great. Thank
Take care.
you.
Well, I am here with Bernie Prosenica, who is the general manager of Channel 6. I'm prejudiced, but I believe the city's most successful television station. And Bernie, obviously Karen Rogers is being inducted tonight, so that's one reason you're here. Yep. But I have a feeling even if somebody from Channel 6 wasn't being inducted, you would be here anyway.
It's true. This is a great organization that for as long as I can remember has kept the flame alive for what this business means. And so you come here and you see all these great people who have done so much, and they have deservedly been honored. And so tonight it's a new group, and I'm excited to be here and have some fun with my friends.
I have to ask you, as a fellow Temple owl, when you were back at Temple, did you ever think that you would hold the position that you hold today?
No, I didn't. I knew that I'd someday have a job, I hoped, but no, I didn't really believe. So, it's a lesson to all those Temple grads, right? They just have to come out, apply themselves, and get a little lucky, and maybe it comes their way. So
we are so proud. We're proud of you, and we're proud of all Temple grads.
And,
the Owls are everywhere.
And I'm proud of you. You were great for Channel 6, and you're still a wonderful ambassador. So thank you.
Bernie.
Well, this is a relationship, a friendship that goes back longer than any of the others I've introduced you to tonight, because this goes back to our childhood. We both grew up in Logan. This is Bobby Kravitz. He has been a shooter at Channel 6 and at Channel 10.
And 3.
And 3.
And 29.
And 29. He's been a photographer all of those places and still is.
Yeah, I'm right now retired, but part-time working for Sky Fox 10. 32 years with Channel 6 and 10 years altogether with 3, 6, and 29 in the helicopter, because they had this thing called local news service. So that's what happened there.
Sure.
Yeah.
You've seen all the changes.
Yeah. From film all the way to the video, and now I hear the cameras are some of these cameras are this big.
Cameras are on their phones. That's what we're shooting with.
Yeah, I'm training people now just to hold it.
Okay. Bobby, good to talk with you.
Good to talk
take
with you.
care.
Thank you.
Right.
Mike, love you. Bye-bye.
I'm here with Tom Davis, who is the news director of Channel 6 Action News. Again, I'm prejudiced, perhaps the most successful news team in the nation.
Still that way without you.
Even without me, you see that they still love me.
That's crazy.
Tom, I know you're here for Karen tonight, but I think that even if Karen were not being inducted, you'd probably be here.
Yes, I would be. Yes, absolutely. Well, I mean, it's a pleasure to come for Karen because she's such a superstar. She's she's good on the air, but she's even a better person, and she's very caring about her employees. She's so talented. No matter what you throw at Karen, it always is great.
Tom, Channel 6 Action News continues to be a powerhouse. What's the secret? I think I know, but what do you think?
I think it's the team we've assembled. Everybody works so well together. They'll do anything for each other, and they really just worry about one thing, and that's what airs on TV. And they work so hard to make it perfect for everyone. And they'll do anything they need to do. The egos aside, no one has one. They all worry about what's on air. It's a family, so that's very important.
Thank you, Tom.
You're welcome.
Good to see you.
And this time around, we're talking with my old boss, Jerry Lee. There you go. It's one of the few jobs from which I wasn't fired. Jerry is the owner of what was, when I was there, WDVR FM. It became More FM, and now it's
More FM.
Oh, so okay. I missed one in the middle there. There was something else.
Yeah, it went from B101 to More
B101.
FM.
That's right. And among, I guess it is the most successful independent FM station in the country?
I believe so.
Yeah. And when I started there in 1963, you became the first FM station to ever crack the top 10 in Philadelphia. It was always all AM stations.
That's right. And by 1966, according to Arbitron, 3 years later, we had the largest average quarter-hour listening audience of any FM in the United States.
It's just amazing. And I don't know if you had the foresight or just got lucky.
Well, I'll tell you, it's always better to be lucky than smart. There's no question on that.
Yeah. Tonight we're here because Marlon Taylor, who was the guy that hired me, was, I guess, the program director.
Yeah, actually his title was station manager, I believe.
Station manager.
And program director.
Yeah. And he was the guy that came up with that format that just seemed to work, right?
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah.
One of my favorite people.
Yeah. So we look forward to seeing him. It's great to talk with you.
Great, thank you.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Take care.
Mike, you are here. All of these events. Tell us why it's important for you.
Well, first of all, Broadcast Pioneers is tremendous. The best organization I've ever been associated with. I'm really what we would say Dick Clark in a Jewish disguise. I produced 3,500 dance shows, in addition to doing public affairs, and did an album with Harry Callis. We were friends before he passed away. I reunited the original Howdy Doody cast, and we did an album with them. But it is the truth. With all that we've done, I am proud of you.
Thank you. You're going to make me blush.
Well, I would like to see that.
Always great to see you, and
Same
thank you
here.
for a distinguished career, for sure.
And you too.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this preview, got a taste of some of the people who'll be here tonight. It's certainly been exciting for us. We hope it's been exciting for you.
Oh, Mike, it was a lot of fun, and it's great to see some of our old colleagues and to interview them just like in the old days, you know.
Old retired folks.
Old retired folks, yeah, that was a lot of fun.
What it does for me more than anything else, it brings back such memories of years of Philadelphia broadcasting, radio and TV, and you can't replace memories. And I hope you enjoyed it.
So let's head inside now for the awards.